Hi, it's Jessica Damaso with WTF Health. I'm here at the Barcelona Health Hub, and joining me right now, I have Marion Chalumeau. She is the head of digital innovation for Novartis Oncology here in Spain. So Marion, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so give me a little bit of an update. What is going on with Novartis? We've heard some recent news that there's been a partnership with Microsoft to bring AI into the organization. Tell me a little bit about that and some of the other exciting things that you're working on.
Yeah, and finally we conclude a big news that is an agreement with Microsoft. Finally, we are combining huge knowledge in biology with huge knowledge in data science. And the objective is having this long-term agreement. It's an innovation lab, so it's like we are probing different things for internally, because we want to have also our associates more, having more access to different new technologies to finally understand more the data that we have internally, but also to accelerate our R&D, to have perhaps a new way of working with the data we have and accelerating also the clinical trials. So it's a very huge news for us, for everybody, because it's a worldwide agreement. So we are really happy to have that.
What does it mean for you and what you're doing in oncology?
In oncology, if we are looking about oncology and all the digital innovation, I think that first oncology care have changed dramatically from the last years. And it's also thanks to new platform that we have, new development platform. We have targeted therapy, immunology, radioligand, and all the cell and gene therapies. And Novartis is in the four platform, combining also the different platform. This is one of the huge change. We are changing the natural history of the cancer. So this is the technological part. And to this, we can add all the possibilities that we can have with the new technologies such as intelligence artificial, big data, all this new technology can bring us lots of opportunities, and I have some few examples if you want.
Oh yeah, tell me. I mean, this is so exciting, and I think for anybody who follows this space or is really involved in understanding precision medicine or even any of the ancillary, services that surround that. Yeah, give us some examples of what you're working on. Everybody loves to hear these.
Okay. Go big and digital is one of the key strategic pillars for Novartis. So it's like we are hearing that all the time. So all the team are really aware that we need to go on this way. So in a more global space, we are using AI for the clinical trials. So you know that it takes years and billions to create, to develop, and to commercialize a drug. And the objective of Novartis is to decrease by 25% the costs and to accelerate these clinical trials using AI. Okay. So we have a huge platform that have on time all the information of all our clinical trials. And so we can manage a best cost efficiency. We can finally manage between the sites how we allocate resources. And also we can identify if there is a site that are not enrolling patients. So everything is very in line of how we can use our data, how we can process this data to have a better outcome for the patient. So this is the first example. The second one, it's more at European level, and Novartis Spain is really active on that. It's a European project called Harmony in blood disorder, for blood disorder. It's a private-public network, and the objective of this network is to translate the raw data that we have into outcomes for patients that we can really better understand the diagnostic, better understand pathway, and how we can improve the treatments. And it is really not only Novartis, there is all other corporations. And finally, the objective is patients' lives and to improve and extend patients' lives. So this is something very interesting because it's not only data, it's how we use new technology to improve patients' lives. And perhaps a third one that I think it's more at local level, so we are really proud of that. Yes. So it's how we can use the virtual technologies, all these glasses that you put that and you say, I'm in another world. Yes. And we are using it for prevention and also to help treatments in the long way of treatments. For example, in prevention, in melanoma, having the materials, the current basic materials, or having an experience with 360 glasses is really different because the patient is feeling how the skin, how the sun is impacting the skin, how it is impacting in your blood and in your body. So the experience give the patient more the patient is more aware of what is the impact on that. And in CAR-T, I don't know if you know the news, CAR-T is one of the cell and gene therapies that we have in Novartis, and it's a totally new way of treating patients. It's a new process, it's a huge process, long process for the patients, and we have children. So we need to explain then how CAR-T is working, how they will feel during all the process of CAR-T. And so the glasses can give them a part of relax, because we know that patients are quite anxious in the hospital. So they give them relaxing moments, but also informing them, the patients, but also the caregiver, on what is going on with this new treatment, with this new therapy. So this is something that finally the technology helps us. It's beyond the pills, no? You know, it's like how we can go beyond the pills, because finally we are a pharmaceutical company, we bring treatment, we are reimagine medicine to really extend patients' lives, but we need to go further. It's not only a question of treatment, it's a question of improving prevention, diagnostic, adherence of patients, and the new technology are really helping us.
So talk to me about Novartis's Intrapreneurship Program. I'm very excited to hear about this.
Yeah, I think we have the research and development with all the curiosity that we know, but finally we have the need of having more team curious to see what's happened outside, which means that we are talking about technologies, but we don't know half of the technology, or we know 10% of the technologies that are existing. We know the needs of physicians, of patients, but we don't know if there is a solution outside. So on one side, we want that all the associates of Novartis having a more curious, more open-minded. So having contact, like here today in Barcelona, going to see the new technologies, the new startups. So be open on that, be open on innovation. But on the other side, internally, we need to have agile methodologies, agile teams, because we can't stay on the same business as usual that we have done since centuries. So the idea is really to bring these new methodologies, lean startup, agile methodology, to help people and from Novartis to be more flexible, more resilient, because it's something that startups are living all the day. Learn for failure. What is more important is to learn. Finally, because we will have lots of failure, because innovation is not easy, we know that. So we have to try it. We have to find new ways of having information from outside, having a better agile methodology, agile way of working. It's a change mindset, finally. And we are doing an end-to-end process for this innovation way of working. So this is something very exciting for us, really. And the idea is that at the top management, we are really online. So it's very important to change the mindset and the culture of everybody. We need to have on board all the leadership management. We have it. And now we have some ambassadors that have been implicated in some agile teams. So now the objective is to spread it to all the companies and to change our way to work. So your advice, you are somebody who is an ambassador in this way, particularly for Novartis Oncology in Spain. So what is your advice to startup companies that may have an idea that they want to run by you? What is the best way to talk to someone like you from a large company like Novartis? I think changing the culture of a big corporation is not easy. So you really have to think what I want to achieve with that, because finally the patient is at the center of everything that we do in Novartis. So finally, why we are doing that, why we are changing the way of working, why we are looking for new technology, it's because this will have an impact to the patient. So the purpose that you have has to be very important. And we in Novartis, we have the big purpose of reimagining medicine. And in Spain, we translate it to brave smile to cure cancer. And I think that all the team in oncology in Spain feel that this is resonating in us, and we can change whatever we want if we have an impact on the patients.
So exciting and so inspiring. Thank you so much for sitting down with me and speaking with me. I really enjoyed speaking with you.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you. I'm Jessica DeMassa with WTF Health. Thanks for listening.